do whatever I can. You can't put a price on survival.
How do you use your eyes? You know, I think there was a character in one of the Pillars of Eternity games that had something akin to this, and you actually got to ask them that, and they said that they can see through it just fine, and it's weird to them that no one else can. So maybe it's like that. Tracked quests, the animancy method. Fior Mess Averno. Can you cosplay your character for the immersion? You could play by just sound, right? Just go get a piece of wood from outside.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way.
Yes, I'm here on a diplomatic mission.
As am I, in a way. Forgive me. I'm Captain Alfia, captain in the Steel Garrote. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy.
Just a minute, ma'am. This is very important. Very important. Let's see. I suppose the Valians don't like the Adirans telling them their own business.
If their experiments are affecting Adiran interests, this is our business. And when the time comes, the Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of those interests.
Stare quizzically.
We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
Bounty. I'm sure I've already done some of these. Old Nuna. A reward will be given for killing an ancient and dangerous bear that has taken up residence within the grotto. Some citizens familiar with the region's history recognize this bear as Old Nuna, a beast responsible for the deaths of many rangers. To claim your reward, return proof of your kill to Martella in Fior Messaverna.
Be careful with Old Nuna. I have a theory that her longevity and hardiness are due to an inordinate suffusion of essence.
Flesia's Dispatch. Wanted. Sansa, a cartographer in Paradise, has reported his assistant Flesia missing in the Emerald Stair. A reward will be offered for the return of Flesia's cartographic notes. Below is her last correspondence posted to provide clues as to her whereabouts. Good day to you, Sansa. I hope this letter finds you well. I'm pleased to report new progress on my charts of the Emerald Stair. I've taken up near a curious ruin that the locals call Naku Tedek. Godless, perhaps? I will note it. Such architecture I've never seen. I know I should be diligent and focus on my work, but I cannot help worrying that my presence here is a burden. Though the Fiorians welcomed me warmly, it is clear they have fallen on hard times. I hope to finish quickly. I am yet another mouth to feed. Kind regards, Flesia. Bounty. Zarips. A reward will be given for killing the Zarips that have taken up residence at the abandoned farms northwest of Fior. If those farms are ever to be reclaimed, the Zarips will need to be driven away from this land. To claim your reward, return proof of your kills to Martella in Fior Messaverna. Delimgan. A reward will be given for killing a group of Delimgan within the western forests. They have been acting more aggressive lately, attacking rangers on patrol and researchers out in the field. To claim your reward, return proof of your kills to Martella in Fior Messaverna.
Ah, those Delimgan. They are not evil, it is just in their nature to push back against the expansion of civilization. Still, survival of the fittest and all that, ne?
Beldoreno. A reward will be given for killing the Earth Blight known as Beldoreno. A number of rangers and settlers perished in a natural disaster, and now their souls are bound together in agony, incarnated as the Blight. Please put them out of their misery.
Oh, those poor souls. Please bring
Sounds like
them peace,
Gorseval.
Saimiko. Becoming part of a blight is
Can
not
you
a
zoom out and
fatal
see your
mission.
character? Yeah, you can go to settings if you want, and you can play the game in third person if you wish to.
upon my worst enemy.
Bounty, the Trantons. Reward. Oh, yeah, I've beat them. I had to reload a time or two. A reward will be given for killing the notorious Tranton bandit gang located in the Western Forest. These outlaws are responsible for a number of raids on outlying farms. Someone needs to ensure that these raids end for good.
So, the Trentons. A bunch of butzos, if you ask me. But they are dangerous, I'll admit. Watch yourself out there. And all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the Living Lands. It is a pleasure to meet you. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in. So return to me if you have any to claim.
Thanks for great stream, like heading out early, not feeling grand, heavy PPUing later on. See you, Jackals. That's why I'm here. I have a bounty to claim.
Diverus? You work fast.
I have put Beldereno to rest.
From the depths of my soul, I thank you. May their poor souls find peace in their rest.
The Trantons' days are over.
Good. Outlaws living off the hard work of others deserve nothing less.
That's all for now.
Perfecto. Return when you have more to claim.
Alright. I'm gonna put it back on first person. I don't know, for this game, I feel like first person feels better. But both are options you can do. The gifted magpie.
Would you care for a refreshment?
Give me a second, sir. I gotta rob you blind first.
If you are looking for sanctuary, you have found it. The Gifted Magpie is a house of calm, rational discussion.
Rational.
We have only 2 rules of conduct. Maintain dignity and speak in a soft tone of voice.
What is that enchanting smell?
Cloves, cinnamon, and anise are just a few of the remedies that help foster a peaceful environment. Animancers are miracle workers, but their work breeds obsession, rivalry, and bitter disagreement.
You must see a lot of animancers around here.
Their anxiety keeps me in business. This tea house is where troubled minds come to approach problems from a quieter angle.
Sounds like you're running a public service.
Fior Mesiverno values individualism, but I much prefer to focus on the health of the community. Now, will there be anything else?
One sec. Some tea, please.
Regrettably, we are out of tea.
Oh no.
My stockpile is exhausted, and the harvest has not kept up with demand. We have other goods for sale, if you care to peruse them. Trinkets I have collected over the years.
Let's take a look. Plus shock damage, minus ability essence cost. Fine robe. Let's get rid of the spoiled stuff.
Spirits are truly wonderful. Powerful.
Frustrated
Self-aware.
scrawl. Souls are made of essence. Essence is made of, ? Why are hostile spirits visible to the naked eye? Undiscovered gods? Mapping the beyond. Soul compass. Is that something? How to hide our work from the gods. Tea? Soul tea? If I don't settle on a dissertation topic, my mentor is going to kill me.
And reach with insight.
Insight, you say?
Come on. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge your essence.
Enlarge my essence?
A moment of your time, my friend? Tell me, what do you know about your soul?
Well, I'm a godlike, so I've got some divine heritage.
Wrong.
What?
Your soul is an ancient, wondrous thing, suffused with lifetimes of rich, delicious memory. But it's tired, my friend, heavy with the burden of generations, and too weak to survive another turning of the wheel.
What? Perception. And how much do I pay you to lighten my soul?
That's the beauty of it. The first treatments on the house. The moment you entered the
Too good to
city,
be true.
I calibrated my invention to the highest setting and attuned it to your soul.
The highest setting.
So tell me, how do you feel? Better already, huh?
Lie. My soul feels lighter, as if all my worldly cares have fluttered away.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. From this day forward,
Your life will be one of bliss and satisfaction.
Oh!
do remember to tell your friends about all the benefits of animancy. Enjoy your soul.
Hope you don't start seeing other people's past lives or anything.
Jota, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home.
Excuse me, I want to read the message. Missing person, Maxim Vidaro. I am offering substantial reward to anyone who can locate the remains of Maxime Vidaro. He vanished in the wilderness of Emerald Stair 10 years ago. His journal is also missing. I will accept it as proof of the discovery. Maxime was our founder, my father, and a devout Skaeanite. He would not have left us without good reason, and I have every reason to believe he hasn't gotten far. Ignacy Vidaro, governor of Fiorma Severna.
There is no Dream Scourge in Emerald Stair.
The land begs to differ, and I can prove it.
We can discuss this in private.
We are discussing it now.
Well, are you discussing it or not?
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike?
I wasn't this morning. Oh my god! Mukluk, at your service.
Charmed. Forgive me for staring. It's just, we don't see many of your kind anymore.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Seems more likely you'll have to punch some sense into him.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
It's funny, when other characters talk to my character, they're looking off to the side, like my character's off camera to the side. But whenever my companions talk to my character, they look straight at the camera. Private discussion? You're arguing in the middle of town.
We have Giata to thank for that.
As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for
Not feeling so
miles
great heading
around.
out. See you,
And now I
Bluebell.
don't
Have a good
even
night.
recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge
mycelium!
has twisted our lands,
new
our
roots.
wildlife, and now our farms.
The deeper I go into the living lands, the worse this gets.
Indeed. We were fighting the Dream Scourge before it even had a name. I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity. Cut off the Dream Scourge.
Oh, there's
at
a
the
lady
roots.
right over there that can enlarge essence. We
Our
could get her to
governor
do
would
it on the
rather
land.
Ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
It's difficult to ignore dying farms once you start starving.
As usual, Giata never misses a chance to slander me. I don't ignore her concerns, only her methods.
And you still do nothing. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you.
Say he's looking at me
for
again.
once.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark.
She's the one taking all the risks here.
You must be unfamiliar with animancy. There's always collateral damage. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart.
What was that about your family's basement?
It's nothing. Our governor is backed into a corner and lashing out. I almost respect him for it. Buy me a drink sometime, and I'll tell you all about my family's basement.
Wait, what? Oh, shoot, I'm getting railroaded. First we take care of the Dream Scourge.
I thought you'd never ask. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking
Alright, so
some time away
so the
from my
story kind of
duties.
goes to this lady now.
I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Chiata.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Chiata Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Mesiverno.
Banished?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Chiata is an outcast.
Fine by me. I got what I came for.
Then I trust you won't overstay your welcome.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Mesiverno. But you haven't even tried.
Dang.
Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private.
She calls
Meet
him
me at
that
my
after
house
she
due
gets
west
banished.
by the workshop.
Alright, chat, give me just a moment. I need to tell my boy goodnight. I'll be right back. Okay, boy is off to bed.
I'll find us another bedroom.
Vidaro Family Mansion. Wait, I'm level 11. Do I have a level up? I do have a level up. When did that happen? Good night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Let's see, crafting upgrade, materials cost 25% less. Spirit Lance, Bear Minion. Yeah, but that's level 15. We're level 11. Levels come pretty slow in this. When essence is depleted, you may continue casting by reducing your health by 150% of the essence cost. Essence fragments drop by defeat enemies, restore twice as much. Power attacks with the wands bounce nearby enemies, dealing reduced damage but retaining elemental ammunition. I would like to try these once I get a decent wand, but the only wands I found in the game are like the crappiest ones. Fire, returning storm. Haven't found grimoires with those two spells yet. Missile Salvo or Blast of Frost. Can you respec? Yeah. Yeah, you can. There's a big button for it right here. Melee attacker's knocked back. Guns in your inactive loadout reload automatically after 3 seconds. Huh. That's something. Vines to poison accumulation. I wonder if it's enough poison accumulation to poison someone with 1 root. I guess it would depend on the enemy. Destroying things helps restore a small amount of health and essence, with excess being converted to regen. I think this would actually make one of the... maybe get that later. Maybe get that later. Let's get the guns in your inactive... Wait. Oh, that requires level 13. I can't take that right now. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to get Built to Destroy. When we break things, we fill health and... Wait, I didn't get an attribute point? What? Okay. Alright, quick save. Butler. I just barged into the mayor's bedroom. No one cares. Ignacy Vidaro's journal. I have sworn to the people on my family's honor that there is no dream scourge in Emerald Stair. If it exists, it cannot touch our lands. When I'm alone at night, I must remind myself of that promise again and again, even if I must scream it to these empty halls. So why do I feel threads pulling away from the fabric of my community while I strain to hold them together? It's the old man and his protege, or else my imagination, but probably them. Mother's condition isn't helping my cause, neither does wine. Wait, I mean, just because you said it's not here doesn't mean you could just, like, stick to saying that over and over and that it works. Bedroom key. What was that? Valian breastplate +1. Final Journal of Jonas. My son, tomorrow I become the effigy. Tomorrow I become Skane's embodiment on Aora. Tomorrow my master chokes on his own whip. For months we met by secret conclave to plot our landlord's demise, all the while working the fields as if our hearts were content. Skane teaches us to plot with the mind while keeping one's face impassive, inscrutable. Fair fights are for those with armies. The quiet slave is our whetstone, our focus. In his workshop, we cause finds focus. Our cause finds focus. Blah, 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 blah. Cannot talk. Clarity and possibility. Tomorrow, my master chokes on his own whip. By the time you read this, I will be dead. I pray Skane does not abandon me for speaking of my plotting, but his son deserves to know how his father died. For I have volunteered to be the effigy. Skane will inhabit my body, using this old farmer's simple flesh as a puppet of godly rage. I have been shaved and anointed. Tomorrow morning, I will be your father in name only, as my manhood will be removed. No! My nose and ears removed, and my useless mortal eyes will be replaced with flint stones, through which Skane might see the world. Oh my god. My son, I am sorry for the lies I have told you these past few seasons, but Skane demands secrecy. Even your mother knows nothing of my furtive service to the quiet slave. Curse my name if you must, but never weep for me, for I die for the betterment of our community, to smite our lord's corruption from the face of Aora. Tomorrow my master chokes on his own whip, for tomorrow I become the effigy. Okay, so he believes that if he cuts off his dingle-dangle, his ears, and his nose, and removes his eyes, and puts flint rocks in his eye sockets, he can get his god to possess him, and then kill the slave owner. Woo! Okay. Long stories. Giata's agricultural report. Governor, my research points to one inevitable conclusion: the harvest will fail. Before you ignore me again, read on. Listen, my father spoke of a river of souls flowing through the island. The souls feed our crops and power our machines. We agree on that much. What do you think happens when the river gets polluted? If you don't believe me, look at your own farms. The soil is hollow. It might even have the dream scourge. The time has come to break the bones of the living lands and set them in a more agreeable fashion. It may be Fior Messaverno's only hope. We should discuss this in person. I'm confident you'll see reason. Best, Giata. So that was a previous time she tried to get him to listen. Anonymous letter. Governor Vidaro, all this talk of Dream Scourge infecting the land has grown too loud to ignore. If it was just Quilici, we could see our way past it. Call him senile and the discussion is over, yes? But now Giata is speaking for him, and you'd be hard-pressed to find an animancer who doesn't trust Giata Castel. To put it plainly, we demand results of one kind or another. Let the old man do his research and find some other way to discredit him. If you're lucky, he'll discredit himself. What are you afraid of, Ignacy? We wonder. Either way, this has to end. It's tearing us apart. Your father would have put a stop to it by now. With patience, your friends in town.
I'm sorry you had to witness that spectacle. Giata is a spirited animancer, but she can be intolerable at times. Whatever you may think of us, I welcome you to Fior Messiverno.
Never a dull moment.
I miss the days of even-tempered debate and good-natured rivalry. Quilici wants us panicking over what he can't even prove. If there's a threat to Emerald Stair, it's that old man and his fear-mongering. Don't waste your time on him.
That'll be my choice to make.
For your sake, I hope you make the right one.
This Nimdude wouldn't see a Balrog coming if it did a little dance right in front of him.
If there's nothing more, I have a city to run.
I have no idea what a Balrog is. The only other time we heard it was that little pink lady that was like, oh, I'm a Balrog in the bedroom. So, right now, the only thing I know about Balrogs is they be a freak.
One job, but I couldn't even do that. Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been?
Can I help you?
If I could help myself, do you think I'd be in here? I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate.
I've got time. What's the matter?
My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here.
That's not much to go on.
Belena and Adelaro are their names. Haven't seen more than 20 winters and... gods, they act their age. They were good rangers once. But since they've caught each other's eye, all they do is sneak off to...
Giggity. Get to know each other? Dip the pen in the inkwell? Have relations? Screw! Let's go for decorum. Dip the pen in the inkwell.
I wouldn't have put it that way, but all right.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast. I promise you that.
Four-legged beast.